Little mini rant here. This is a really old argument. People have argued this in every single Battlefield game. And I don't expect I'm going to convince anybody, but I'm still going to vent about it because it's very irritating. Because we've been having this argument for over 20 years now. There is a contingent of people that play Battlefield who absolutely insist that PTFO and KD are mutually exclusive. That kills don't matter, and all that matters is getting on that capture zone, getting on that flag. This has always been false. It is so self-evidently false, there is no way to explain its persistence other than people needing it as a perpetual excuse for bad play. This is a first-person shooter. You can't gain an advantage over the enemy and capture an objective without defeating them in a gunfight. Because it's a shooter. That's how it works. You have to kill the enemy to take the objective. The objective exists as a vehicle to facilitate a tactical problem for each side to overcome. For the defenders to defend and the attackers to attack. It's a focus for the action. It is not the action in and of itself. You can't take a point by just bonsai charging into the cap zone and then getting shot by all the guys who are camping out on the flanks on either side of the cap zone. That's not doing anything except wasting tickets. Now, there are plenty of people who will convince themselves, and have been convincing themselves for 2 decades, that is in fact worth something, but no, it's not. You can PTFO and never set foot in a cap zone. If you are taking tactically advantageous positions from the enemy and holding them, if you are interdicting enemy players before they can get to the area of the flag so they can't contest it, you are still playing the objective, even though you're not in the cap zone. Time on flag is not the sole metric by which to judge whether you are PTFOing. Whether you are playing the objective is measured by literally what you're doing on a moment-by-moment, case-by-case basis. And part of playing the objective is killing enemy players. You have to kill enemy players to take objectives. It's not, like, I don't know how else to explain this. Because it's so obvious, because it's a shooter. You have to kill the enemy to take objectives from them. Obviously, because otherwise they'll shoot you, and then you can't take the objective because you're dead. This isn't rocket science. It's a shooter. That's how it works. This is so obvious that the only explanation that I can come up with for why people keep saying KD doesn't matter, play the fucking objective, is because they're bad and they don't want to accept they're bad. There's nothing wrong with being bad at the game. I don't care. Do whatever you want. Even, you know what, I'll put it this way. Statistically speaking, it is not possible for everybody to be good at a game because skill is inherently a relative measure. There's no way for everybody to be good at the game. Okay? So that's not a problem. But it's just, what you're saying is factually incorrect. You're just saying it because you don't want to accept that you're bad at the game. That's it.